Alright my peeps, here's another prediction game video. This one is for Randy Orton versus Del Rio, a match you're going to see this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. And this match all started when you had a segment on SmackDown where Randy Del Rio kind of got in a fight. Well, Randy actually just RKO'd Del Rio, and later on in that night you had Randy Orton facing off against the Big Show in a #1 contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And after the matchup, well actually before the matchup, I forgot to note this, before the actual matchup, Del Rio attacked Randy for that RKO he gave him. But Randy came out anyways and attacked Del Rio once again because Del Rio tried to put himself in that #1 contenders match instead of Orton after that attack. Orton comes out, takes out Del Rio, goes on with the matchup, eventually loses when Big Show hits him with 2 straight choke slams. And after the matchup and after the actual show aired, Del Rio came out once again and attacked Randy for RKOing him and attacking him once again. And then we had Del Rio mocking Randy Orton. He mocked his entrance, mocked his pose. Eventually Randy got pissed at that and attacked Del Rio, and then Del Rio just ran away, so instead he RKO'd his personal ring announcer Ricardo Rodriguez on the announcer's table. And on top of that, you also had Del Rio squashing random people, which happens often. I want to talk about this. Like whenever Del Rio's in a feud, it's like always the same thing. To build him up, I guess. Every single feud he's in, he faces some low card guy or some mid card guy. Usually it's either Santino, Kofi Kingston, or was Tyson Kidd one of them? No, I think it's like Santino, Kofi Kingston, and Zack Ryder. Whenever Del Rio's in a feud, he has to be like one of those 3 guys. They have him, come out on Raw in a squash match, beat one of those guys in a quick fashion, and sometimes beat like 2 of them, one on Raw and one on SmackDown, or 2 of them, 2 straight Raws or something like that. It's always the same thing. It was also the case when he feuded with Sheamus. You had him, squashing, I think, Santino one week, and the other week it was like Kofi Kingston. I'm still not a fan of Del Rio. In the ring, the guy's good in the ring, but I just get bored of Del Rio. I don't find him interesting. I haven't found him interesting in a long time. Last time he was interesting, and I've probably said this before, was like back at WrestleMania 27. After that WrestleMania 27 loss, I think that's when it started going downhill. Because from then on, pretty much every single match Del Rio was in, I was hoping his opponent would win. I was hoping at Extreme Rules, I was definitely rooting for Christian, that's for sure. And then, the other pay-per-views, I don't even remember who he was facing the other pay-per-views, but yeah, not a big fan of Del Rio. As far as Orton goes, I'm okay with Orton. He can be entertaining, and he's definitely more entertaining than Del Rio in my opinion, and I do hope he wins this matchup. And I'm also pretty sure he does win this matchup, because so far, as far as Randy and Del Rio goes, Del Rio has 1 victory over Randy Orton by submission. That's a strong victory. It's not any victory, it's not a pinfall victory, a roll-up, or anything like that. It's a freaking submission victory over a top main event face. So right now, as it stands, Del Rio's the better man, I guess, or he's the one with the victory over Randy Orton. So Randy Orton kind of needs this victory, or maybe not, but if they want, at least Randy and Del Rio to be equal, have Randy win this one. And plus, going into the pay-per-view, Del Rio pretty much has the momentum here. He's been mocking Orton for the freaking the entire time. Like I said, he's got a victory over Orton. It was a while back. Well, not that long ago, but yeah, he has a victory over Randy. And, on SmackDown, Wade Barrett got a victory over Randy because of Del Rio. So it would make sense for Randy to get his revenge and pick up a victory over Del Rio this Sunday at Hell in a Cell, and then hopefully move on to feud with Wade Barrett, although pretty sure that's not going to happen. I know they feuded in the past, but Randy versus Wade Barrett, in my opinion, is a lot more entertaining than Randy versus Del Rio. But what's probably going to happen here is they're going to have the match at Hell in a Cell, Randy wins, or let's say Del Rio wins, whoever wins. So one of them wins, but I'm predicting Randy wins. And then they have a rematch, either one-on-one or in some sort of, elimination match, since the next pay-per-view is Survivor Series, where Del Rio gets the victory over Orton by eliminating him if it's, 5-on-5 elimination match, or just beats him in a one-on-one match. And then you can have the Rumble. At the Rumble, Randy could eliminate Del Rio to end the feud. Or you could just have Randy beat Del Rio at Hell in a Cell and just end the feud right there. I'd much prefer that. And then, I don't know where Randy would go then. Would he feud with Wade Barrett or Sheamus? I don't think Randy's gonna feud with Sheamus yet. I think if they're gonna have Randy versus Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship, it's probably gonna be at WrestleMania, maybe the Rumble, maybe at the Elimination Chamber, something like that. But I don't think they're going to have it at Survivor Series. Actually, Survivor Series, I see Sheamus maybe defending against the Big Show in a rematch or something like that. Or maybe being in some sort of 5-on-5 elimination match. But as far as Randy and Del Rio goes, as most feuds go, I think it's going to at least last until Survivor Series. But it's most likely going to last until the Rumble. Although I might be wrong on that. I hope I am wrong and maybe it finishes up after Hell in a Cell. That'd be great in my opinion. But if Del Rio happens to win this match, then I highly doubt that it ends at Hell in a Cell. If Del Rio wins the match, Randy kind of has to get his revenge. I doubt the feud would end with Del Rio on top and Randy never getting his revenge and not beating Del Rio. So if Del Rio wins this Sunday, we're probably going to have another match at Survivor Series where Randy either just beats Del Rio one-on-one or eliminates him in a Survivor Series elimination match. But I'm pretty sure that Randy is going to come out victorious this Sunday at Hell in a Cell with an RKO. And who knows, if Dolph Ziggler cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase soon, or at Hell in a Cell and is successful, maybe we're gonna get Randy versus Dolph Ziggler next for the world title. Who knows? So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, if you did, you can click that like button / thumbs up button. With that said, I'm out. See ya.